Welcome back. For today's video, I want to talk about a question that I got from Charles. So for today's Q&A, we're going to talk about how to use a plot sheet in F class. So Charles asks, for all the new shooters out there, would you tell us how to properly fill out a plot sheet? Well, I'd be happy to. So you take your plot sheet and you set up to shoot, you get your position set, and then you fold your plot sheet in half because the target's right in the middle of it. And then you unfold it, and then you fold it down right where the X is in the middle of it. And then you unfold it. Now you have a nice cross in the middle, which makes it easier for it to fit in your hand so you can throw it away. Because those things are worthless. How do I know this? I shoot with a lot of the top shooters in the world, and very few of them plot on any regular basis. Now, this is for string fire in the US and, of course, in Australia as well. Plotting, in my opinion, takes time away from the flags and the mirage. You're looking down instead of looking at the conditions. That few seconds that you spend writing something down takes you out of your game for longer than what you were looking down. This is one of the reasons that I always set my electronic target display as far from me as possible so I'm not having to pull my vision all the way to me. That's a simple matter of biology. As you get older, your time to refocus from being in close to going back out far gets longer. You don't want to have a long time waiting for your eyes to refocus. It slows you down, and it slows down your ability to keep up with the wind. Anything that you do that keeps you from putting bullets through the air mass in order to see what the wind is doing is a detriment to your score under most circumstances. Now, if I was shooting pair fire, that would be a different situation. Under pair fire, I would use a plotomatic, not a plot sheet. The difference is really simple. The plotomatic, through how it works, whether it's a mechanical one or an electronic one, I use this one on my iPad that I'll show you here, that I've showed you in previous videos, allows me to put in my point of aim and my point of impact. It then shows what your impact would have been if you had held center. By mirroring that point of impact to the other side of the target, you have a hold for a dead center hit for that previous shot. It also shows you a pattern for the wind. It allows you to see how wide the differentials in wind are so you can determine if it's time to shoot a bracket or not. That is an advantage, but it's not an advantage during individual string fire. The goal here is to understand what we need to do in order to shoot good scores. And as an experienced shooter that shoots a lot, I use what God gave me between my ears to make all my plotting. I keep track of a couple of conditions. I try to get 3 conditions up there. Those 3 conditions are my minimum wind that I'm willing to shoot in, my maximum wind I'm willing to shoot in, and the middle of that. The reason that I want to have those 3 conditions in my head is that's the band of winds that I will fire in. If I am not within those 3 conditions, I don't fire unless I see a boil. If I see a boil and I have a good no wind zero, I crank to center and go for it because those are easy X's. In summary, plot sheets to me are worthless. They're not worth your time to fill out, and I've never been able to, from a filled out plot sheet, I tried them for several years, from a filled out plot sheet to find anything of value for future use. A plotomatic shows you a lot of information that you cannot see on a paper plot sheet, but even the plotomatic takes time to use, and that is time that you are losing in watching the wind. It's better to train yourself to use your mind and make strategic decisions in order to get the best results on target. All right, guys, if you have other questions, please send them to me at winninginthewwind@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to answer them in a video. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.